Newsmark viewers, we continue to bring you all the hot developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. As you know, the war continues. It is known to everyone that periods of war are periods of struggle with difficulties. In the war between Russia and Ukraine, both sides had difficulties, but the war has reached today. European countries have also increased their security measures against Russia's aggressive invasion attempt. The Russian threat has caused European countries to increase their defense budgets, send aid packages to Ukraine, and increase their fighting power. All these developments have also mobilized NATO. NATO member states bordering Russia, such as Poland, have increased their preparations for the possibility of a major war. From time to time, NATO countries, faced with situations such as Russia's border violations, announced that measures should be taken against this situation. The statements made by Polish officials in recent days have further accelerated the process. Recent developments show that NATO is building a large defense wall on the Russian border. As the Ukrainian army's struggle against the Russian occupation continues, the attacks have accelerated in recent days. The Ukrainian army is increasing its operations against Russian targets. The attacks against the identified targets seem to have devastating effects on the Russian army. The Kyiv army, which does not give the Russian army the opportunity to recover, shows an example of a determined struggle to end the occupation. While all these developments constitute one side of the war, political moves continue on the other side. The Russia-Ukraine war, which has occupied an important place on the agenda of international politics throughout the war, is still on the agenda. The news that emerged the other day is seen as a harbinger of an incredible development. The development, which is considered as NATO's first move against Russia over Ukraine, may be a harbinger of the impending danger. A drone wall stretching from Norway to Poland will be NATO's first defense measure against Russia. Now, if you are ready, let's examine the latest developments together. As Newsmark, we continue to bring you developments on the Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our daily reports and explanations. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us in the comments. Tell us in the comments what content you would like to see on the Newsmark channel. Let's start if you are ready. Newsmark reports, NATO member states have expressed security concerns in recent days. Some have called for more support for Ukraine's fight against Russia. Several NATO countries have also agreed to create a drone wall as a first defense against unfriendly countries like Russia. The idea of a drone wall is known as a defense plan that has emerged recently. Unmanned aerial vehicles, which we have started to see very frequently on the battlefields with the impact of technological developments, have a game-changing effect. Unmanned aerial vehicles, which have many functions such as reconnaissance, surveillance, prevention and attack, are frequently preferred due to their low cost and minimization of personnel loss. Providing great advantages to the country of origin, the use of unmanned aerial vehicles for defense purposes will also become possible thanks to interstate cooperation. The announcement was made by Lithuanian Interior Minister Aini Bilotaite during a meeting in Latvia. The defense wall will consist of a large number of drones used by each country to monitor its territory. This project is something completely new, the Interior Minister explained. It is a drone wall stretching from Norway to Poland, and its purpose is to use drones and other technologies to protect the borders against provocations from hostile countries and to prevent smuggling. He emphasized that the Lithuanian State Border Guard Service has recently established a drone unit and is in the process of acquiring additional drones and anti-drone systems. In the now implemented phase of the plan, other countries will go and assess what tasks need to be done to connect with NATO neighbors. The Lithuanian minister could not say when the idea would be implemented, but noted that the drone wall could be created using EU funds. Furthermore, Lithuanian Minister Bilotaite added, "We decided to organize regional exercises to ensure the evacuation of the population, to see how our institutions are ready to work, interact with each other. What is our capacity to accommodate people? What is the capacity of other countries, whether they are ready to take a certain number of our people," she said. Stating that this project is not easy, the authorities explained that the preparatory phase can be overcome in a short time. They emphasized the need to determine algorithms and increase cooperation between the countries involved in the firewall. It was also emphasized that the countries forming the firewall should carry out joint exercises and tighten their alliance relations. NATO's moves against Russia in recent days stand out as a remarkable development. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg made a very important statement the other day. It was one of the clearest statements from the NATO wing regarding the long-standing Russia-Ukraine war. In the statement, it was stated that Ukraine was given the green light to use Western weapons to strike Russian territory. In his statement, Stoltenberg described the war as Russia's aggressive war against Ukraine. For this reason, he stressed that Ukraine's right to self-defense is the most natural process. Vladimir Putin's troops are currently trying to take Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city. However, the Ukrainian army said it is currently in control of the situation despite the constant attacks. While the Russian army continues its invasion attempts, Ukraine's defenses are getting stronger day by day. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told reporters that Ukraine has repeatedly asked Russia to allow it to use Western weapons to attack inside its borders. "We have our own weapons, our own drones, and we use them, but I would like to point out that we do it for defense," Zelensky said in a statement. Zelensky said that Russia's actions against civilians are causing difficulties for Ukraine and called on international authorities to take action on this issue. Knowing that they are using the civilian population as cover, they are attacking from there, knowing that we will not return fire because their weapons are located among the civilian population of the Russian Federation. Ukrainian military intelligence, which has been working hard to detect and destroy Russian weapons placed among civilians, has declared that the situation is serious. It was stated that the Ukrainian army will continue strategic attacks. What do you think about the drone wall that NATO countries will create against Russia? Do you think European countries are right to have security concerns against Russia? How do you assess the defense capability of the Ukrainian army? What do you think about the defense capability of drones? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.